guys, it's Melanie, and today for Vlogmas, I'm going to be doing a Christmas tag. Now, I can't remember if I actually did this exact same tag last year or if it was a different Christmas tag, but I do know that sometimes my preferences do change slightly over the years, so I'm going to go ahead and do this Christmas tag, even though it may have been the exact same one that I did last year. But anyway, I think these tag videos are kind of fun. So this is just a random one that I came across on YouTube, and so I'm gonna go ahead and just dive right in. So what is your favorite Christmas film? So my favorite Christmas film is definitely National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation. I have watched that, I mean, every single year since it was released. I have the DVD of it. I used to have the VHS tape of it. So I just think it's honestly the funniest movie. I love Chevy Chase. I feel like if there is a spirit animal for me, it is Chevy Chase in National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation. I laugh so hard year after year at every single scene. It doesn't matter which one it is. The whole movie, for whatever reason, just makes me laugh, and it makes me so happy, and I love watching it this time of year. I mean, I could watch it probably every day and just never ever get tired of it. I think it's hilarious. So have you ever had a white Christmas? I live in Oregon, and I was telling my friend Stephanie, who lives in Canada and who usually always has snow at Christmas, that for us here in the part of Oregon that I live in, basically the stars have to align, the wind has to come from like the exact perfect direction, and there has to be like the perfect storm front that is neither too warm nor too cold from the ocean coming in. It is very rare that we get snow here. Usually we'll go a couple of years without getting any snow at all. There was one year, however, where we did have just the tiniest bit of snow on the ground that I can remember. Even when I was living in Washington, it's kind of the location was kind of the same way in that like it really does have to be like the perfect storm for snow to fall and actually stick to the ground. So, and it usually doesn't last very long when it does. So yeah, I think there was a time where I had like some snowflakes, but not like a traditional white Christmas like people maybe like in the Midwest do. Where do you usually spend your holiday? So now that I'm older and have a kid, I split holidays between my parents and our home here down in Oregon. My parents live up in Washington still. So what we do is we kind of do alternating holidays and sort of flip it up every year. So this year, for example, Thanksgiving we spent at my parents', and my parents are now coming down for Christmas. Next year, my parents will come down here for Thanksgiving and we'll go up there for Christmas. So when my parents come down here for a holiday, they usually end up spending it with my in-laws as well. The reason that we stay down here is because all of my husband's family is in the area where we live. They all literally live within 20 miles of each other. So, and they like to do a lot of like family stuff together, as most families do. But I can't imagine spending holidays, any holiday, especially Thanksgiving and Christmas, without my parents. So they're usually nice enough to go with the flow of, you know, like coming down certain holidays and then us going up there and just kind of trading off that way. So that's what works for us, especially now with Stella. I want Stella to be around my parents as much as possible because they are the grandparents that live, you know, a couple hours away. So she doesn't get to spend as much time with them as she does with the family down here. So that's really important to me. What is your favorite Christmas song? I think it's gotta be White Christmas. And honestly, I prefer like the Dean Martin, Frank Sinatra, Burl Ives Christmas songs. So probably the Christmas music that came out in like the 40s and 50s kind of, that would probably be my favorite era for Christmas songs. I feel like it's the most nostalgic, and when I hear it, it makes me feel the most like now it's holiday season. Like when I hear Mariah Carey or Justin Bieber or NSYNC doing Christmas like carols or Christmas songs, it honestly just irritates me and I have to turn the radio off because I'm like, that's not Christmas music, that's Justin Bieber. Like, he doesn't need to be singing "We Wish You a Merry Christmas." Like, that's not what Justin Bieber needs to be doing. So I get like really happy about it because I'm like, no, that is not Christmas music to me. So, but White Christmas is definitely probably my favorite one. Do you open any presents on Christmas Eve? So we do. I'm German. I was born and raised in Germany. Both of my biological parents are German until I was 10. My stepdad is American. That's how I ended up here in the lovely United States of America. But in Germany, you actually open your presents on Christmas Eve. Christkindl brings the Christmas gifts in Germany, not Santa Claus. It's different. So when I was growing up, we opened our presents on Christmas Eve. And when we moved to the States, we started celebrating American Christmas, where we would still get to open some presents on Christmas Eve to sort of keep that German tradition, but we saved a lot of the presents for Christmas morning. So now with Stella, I let her open one gift on Christmas Eve, and that gift is usually a pair of pajamas and then like a book that we read together or a movie or something like that. So that's what we do now, and then she gets to wake up Christmas morning and have like American, like traditional American Christmas. So where you open all of your gifts on Christmas morning. Can you name all of Santa's reindeer? I'm terrible at this. Donner, Cupid, Blitzen, Prancer. I should know this because there's the song about like all of the reindeer, but I have a terrible memory, you guys. Rudolph. Donner, Dancer? Vixen? No, clearly I cannot. I know there's like a song where they you know, spell them all out for you, but I can't remember. I know there's a lot of reindeer. Terrible, right? Maybe it's because I never really, when I was like a kid, like, you know, up until like 10, like I didn't really know what reindeer were. Like that just, I mean, I knew what a reindeer was, but like you know, Santa didn't come like soaring through the sky on his sleigh. We had St. Nicholas that came earlier in December for us, so that's when Santa, I guess, appeared. But anyway, German traditions are definitely different when it comes to holiday stuff. So what holiday traditions are you looking forward to most this year? Drinking. Drinking cocktails and just not giving a hoot. Totally kidding. I think it's just having family around, honestly. I love being around my family. I really like being around my husband's family. I just think that the most important part about this time of year and what I try to teach Stella is that it's just important to be able to spend time with family and to be thankful for that and to, you know, enjoy the people around you and have a glass of wine or two if you are of age. So really, it's just family being together. That's important to me. I just really like that feeling. So, you know, and I don't just want her to think that Christmas is all about presents. She's 4, so 4-year-olds are pretty self-centered. And so she definitely is like, I want to know what I'm getting for Christmas this year, you know, like, and with most kids, like, you have to kind of remind them constantly, like, okay, well, Santa does bring you gifts, but also think about, you know, like, maybe we can take some of your old gifts and donate them to kids that, you know, don't get a lot of new stuff. And, you know, just kind of trying to like teach them. And I think she's going to get it a lot more when she's older. She really does have a very kind heart to start with. Like, she's a very sweet, sweet, loving little girl, but she's also 4. And so you have to like constantly remind them. And so I try to stay on top of her about that. Is your Christmas tree real or fake? Fake. I said this in my last Vlogmas where I did my holiday home tour. I don't want to deal with real tree mess. So I've just always had a fake Christmas tree since I've been out on my own. My mom has a fake Christmas tree now too, but when we were growing up, we would definitely get a real tree every single year. So yeah, I don't like the mess. I love the smell, you know, and I love the way that real trees look. The dog's gonna drink all the water. I'm gonna have to like put water in that thing every single day. And then my cat does enjoy real trees more, I've noticed. There was one year where Craig did have a real tree. Well, in Stella, her very first Christmas, I think we got her like a real, like a small real tree. And my cat was like, yes, this is great. I can climb this thing. She doesn't do it with the fake tree, but with real trees. So I just don't even want to deal. What is your all-time favorite holiday food / sweet treat? I really like turkey at Thanksgiving and Christmas. I love turkey for some reason. In terms of sweet treats, honestly, I really miss the German cookies that my Oma used to make. She would make like several different kinds. She would make these macaroons, she would make these spritz cookies, like and the Lebkuchen, like all of this like traditional German like holiday cookie spread type thing. And I really miss that. Here in the US, I don't know. There's not a whole lot of like American sweets that I really love. Usually around Christmas, like when we do like get-togethers, there's usually always a really nice like cheese platter. I like to attack the cheese platter, so I'll just say that as like something other than like a meal. But I do love turkey. Be honest, do you like giving gifts or receiving gifts better? I honestly love giving gifts. I love seeing the reaction on people's faces, especially Stella. I love buying gifts for Stella and putting thought into them and just seeing her open them because she just gets so excited, and that's honestly my favorite thing now. What is the best Christmas gift you have ever received? So one year for Christmas, Craig, this just popped into my head instantly because I was actually just looking at this necklace it's hanging in my closet. But one year for Christmas, it was, I think, maybe our second Christmas together. He got me this really nice necklace from Costco, and it's a heart and it has diamonds in it and a little ruby. And I just thought it was so sweet because it was just a huge surprise. Like, you know, it was something that he totally like went and bought and like put thought into. You know, now we're both just like, what do you want for Christmas? Like he still surprises me, but like it's hard to surprise Craig for me because Craig just buys whatever he wants like during the year. Like if he wants something, he's like, sweet, I'll just go get it, you know? So he's not the type that would be like, you know, here's like a list of ideas. Like he just isn't. So, but yeah, for me, just that necklace, especially the other day when I saw it, I was like, oh yeah, I totally remember when he got that for me. And I just thought it was very sweet, and I still have it and I love it. Okay, where are these questions? Why are they? Oh, there we go. Sorry. I'm looking at my iPad, by the way. What would your dream place to visit for the holiday season be? I have always wanted to visit New York City during the holidays for like the whole Rockefeller Center experience. I realize it's not quite as romantic probably in real life as it is in my head, but I just think it would be kind of fun to visit New York City during Christmas time. Those of you that live there are probably like, stay away. It is not worth it. Just don't even bother. I'm sure it's crazy busy and just annoying and there's people everywhere, but I don't know. I just think it would be a really neat experience to do once. So I would love to be able to visit New York City. Are you a pro present wrapper or do you fail miserably? Boxes I can wrap really well, but anything else like clothing, I should just go buy boxes to put the clothes in, but I'm too lazy to do that. I just buy big rolls of wrapping paper at Costco and then just horribly wrap everything. That isn't a box. and I just give it to people and I'm like, here you go. I don't put a bow on it or nothing. I'm like, here's a bunch of like tape and paper. They're just gonna rip it open anyway, I guess. I don't know. That's just one thing I've never been picky about. Most memorable holiday moment. I don't know that I have one. I would say last year was pretty nice when Stella came down and we got her this Power Wheels Porsche that she was like obsessed with. Funny story, I actually just sold it to a friend because she drove it 4 times this last year. She was totally afraid of it. I don't think she realized how fast it went, and we did have the little, there's like a speed control thing, like a switch. So it wasn't on like fast mode, but it just freaked her out. She was like, I don't want to drive a car. I don't ever want to drive a car. This is scary. I don't know why she thought she wanted this $300 contraption, but anyway, I just sold it to a friend. But seeing her face when she saw it last year, she was like, holy crap, Santa, like he heard what I wanted and he totally brought this car for me. Like you could tell she was just floored. So that was pretty special. What made you realize the truth about Santa? So like I said, I was 10 when we moved here, and so by 10, like, I mean, I don't think I was ever a really gullible child to begin with. Like, I knew probably at 8 that Chris Kindle, who brought the gifts in Germany, it was my parents. Like, I knew. So, but I still played along. You know, I went to my room and I listened for the bell, and, you know, then we came out and I was like, woo, look, the Christmas angel brought our gifts. So by the time that we got here, like, when I heard about the American traditions, I was like, what? No, that's not real. Like, so I never really, like, believed that. Stella definitely does, though. Do you make New Year's resolutions? Do you stick to them? I do. And some of them I definitely will stick to better than others. The one that I'm really proud of this year that I started last year was I have been going to the gym at least 5 to 6 days a week this whole year. Like, I just was like, you know what? I need to start doing this for my health. I want to not only look better overall, but I just want to feel better. I want to have more energy. I want to get some muscle. And, you know, my gym experience has definitely evolved over the year. I started mostly just doing cardio, and then about, I would say maybe around like May, I was like, yeah, this isn't really doing it for me. So I switched to lifting, and now I am so much stronger. My body looks so much better, and I'm just so happy that I stuck with it. And I think the reason, honestly, is because Craig and I bought 2-year memberships through Costco to a gym. And so I was like, holy crap, we just spent $1,400 on 2 gym memberships for 2 years. We're effing going to the gym. Like, and I have gone almost every single day. The only time that I didn't was when I was on vacation or when I've been sick, or during the summer. It was more like 4 to 5 days a week during the summer because I have a lot more work with my like wedding stuff at that point. But like, I have gone, and we have a whole nother year on this membership at this point, and I just look forward to continuing to go. And I'm actually trying to figure out like if we can go to Costco and buy another membership, because it's more cost effective to do it through Costco, because like I just don't ever want to stop going. So, you know, with that I was like hardcore. You know, little things like, you know, like eating better every day, or like cooking more meals at home. Stuff like that is good for usually a few months, and then I'm like, F it all to hell. So anyway, there you go. So, it's hit and miss, I guess. What makes the holidays special to you? Again, just spending time with family. And now that we have Stella, who gets really excited about Christmas, it sort of just makes Christmas exciting again. Not that it hasn't been my entire life, but it's different when you have a kid. And I think most people, you know, when they have kids, they're like, this is a really great time of year. They get really excited. And, you know, not everybody celebrates Christmas, obviously, but, you know, there's other traditions. There's Hanukkah. There's, you know, there's all kinds of, you know, religious holidays this time of year. And it's just nice to be able to spend time with friends and family and to watch your kids enjoy it and to kind of see like the magic of this time of year. And people just tend to be a little bit nicer to each other. I really like that. So anyway, that's it. This video is probably way longer than I wanted it to be, but I hope that you guys enjoyed. Please let me know down below what your favorite thing about this time of year is, because I love reading stuff like that. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Take care. Bye.